ya do wama enwere ihe mere ụwa ya do wama. In this life, there is nothing you can do to please human being. Even if you kill yourself for human being, they can never be satisfied. If you come on here, share this program and invite others, tell them 555 Vision is online and we are here to deliver the message from the gods of the land and the voice of the angels. This is Voice of the Angels, and our message today is going direct to our people in Lagos, to our people in the north, to our people that circulated all over the places apart from Igbo land itself. This message is from that is what we title the Voice of the Angels. If you have something you have to voice out in this critical moment we are into, you can drop it. You can drop it in some forums. If our hand get to it, we will play it so that other people will hear. And in this Voice of the Angel today, we have to tell you people, because we in front, we are not the only people that is suffering. Rather, we choose to deliver this message so that mankind will understand what we are doing. We hear from them. Olarito Forum. You people know him.
If I enjoy you,
share as you come.
Do not hurt me all the more. Because none you Biafra or think home. But digest it. Because none is in Osisi ade walking anya Ubolonabo.
Osisi ade walking anya Ubolonabo.
I ain't channel about woman. Maybe you don't know it. I know it. And on your money for gay mellow. 1 year, Nyamaria, give me your advice. I will take it. Give me directions. I will follow it. So long as Obo. If
you come, write comment, please.
Benefit him.
Come, your comments.
Because now
it's what we need now.
Or in now wagging, nor him, Nankale by.
They are not the same.
Let us educate ourselves. Forget about all this hatred.
Yes.
Because everybody will be against me.
Yes.
Foolishly. Because if they are against me, nobody wants to hear what I want to say.
Yeah.
Makageni, my investment, my money. My property, the neighbor anụwa. Mana ọ bụ na iwepụ akpọmasị welo obi ofu wee gee ife na-ekwu. Ọ ga-enwe n'ife ọ ga-atụ na ndụ gị. Ị ga-eji wee chee echiche si n'ife onye a na-ekwu n'eziokwu dịkwu ya. Many of you maalụ na-anọbụ m Ọnịcha. Nọlịa ka m si wee nọlịa. Nwee ebe na-eme biznes ebe a. Mana business Lagos ga-aga karịa nke Ọnịcha. Mana emechiri m anya m rapụ ụmụazị ebe a bana abụọ gara anya.
Biafrans, whoever that is watching and whoever that is listening, it is not a private matter, but one time in your life you will use yourself as an example to educate others. The reason I left Nigeria, for example, was this thing happened in 2002. In 2002, I realized Yoruba Alaye people told me that Nigeria is not one, that I came from Igbo land to make business in Lagos, to get money, and they confirmed to me that Nigeria is not one. Why? What happened? And why are we doing what we are doing? I told them, if I am a Biafran, I think if my leg eventually touch Yoruba land, you people will receive me with the maximum expectation, with every manner of respect, because I am a Biafran. That is what I told Alaye people in 2002. Then, because of this reason, I left Nigeria, and I told them we will return again as Biafrans, not as a Nigerian. So this person who is dropping this message today now is voicing out. If you can voice out on your own, if we get it reasonable, we will play it and register it. When Biafra come and reclaim your own message, because this voice of the angel is saying what every one of us is suffering today. So for this reason, if you come, you share this message, invite others, tell them, voice out. Don't let the truth die inside you. Again, why do we put Simon Ekpa there and you see the Biafrans crying? It is because after they have sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the only person that have to defend us, that has to defend the Igbo people, that has to defend Biafra is Simon Ekpa. And bear it in mind, we are 555 vision. Simon Ekpa celebrated his birthday the other day, and when you watch him celebrating his birthday, he has sword in his hands. We are 555 vision, and here we go to listen to this voice of the angel and the write your comment.
Messi Bagotazia Kambagotana 2016 can be a Lagos with my family. Funa business on it and can name and can name by beach and a man all along when I shop. Mundo Madagane go my man and corner town and Managari Corniala. Obuli Fedike Mbakasiaro Aderia business naga. Manam Bembabali jam when decide to go Nama Baby Lagos Yanua. Onye na no one name wine. Nochago Lagos, Gazia Bilonicha. Say mo. Onwekwa ife m na-enweta na Lagos. Mụ were ihe na-ewenata n'ụlọ, na-eme ife n'ụlọ. Na ebe a m na-eje, na ndị a anyị na-afa awa ọkwa ofu, afa awa ọkwa mba.
For those who is not understanding,
Okwu enye ọ dị nna.
For those who is not understanding, Mike Ejaga says, how many times will something happen to you before you can be able to learn? The first one said second time. The second one said first time. The third one says he will not even allow something to happen to him. He will learn from what has happened to others. For this reason, he will not give space. Ndị Igbo, how can Ndị Igbo come to Lagos and begin to say that Lagos is no man's land? They begin to invest, to buy every plot, even buying tsunami. They buy tsunami and they begin to feel tsunami just for them to have a house, just for them to build a house. For you to call them landlord in another man's land. Oliver Dikokwe wegu say, onye bi n'ụlọ be mmadụ ya akụkwana flower maka mbọsị iwe ga-ewe landlord o dere ga akwụkwọ. If you are living in another man's house, in another man's land, do not put flower there, because when your landlord gets tired of you, he will write a letter to you and tell you to leave. Igbo people, they called me in Lagos, say, come and buy land in Lagos. I say, if land in Lagos, even if they are selling it 1,000 naira, one plot, I will not spend my money there. Ndị Igbo said that we are stupid. The same way they are telling us that we are stupid to say that Nnamdi Kanu is the Jesus of our time. In as much as religious leaders have dominated your brain and say that Jesus will come from the sky to save you. He is a savior. You can't dispute it. Jesus is a savior. And the same way Nnamdi Kanu came to save. What happened? Operation Python Dance 1. Operation Python Dance 2, Operation Python Dance 3, in our own eye. It killed 28 people with Jack, the dog. Inside this journey we are into, what happened? What happened? Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, put bounty on Simon Ekpa, $50,000. When they see that the money is too much, they put it $100,000. Who can assassinate Simon Ekpa? Which people celebrated the bounty, and which people celebrated when the news was scattered that Simon Ekpa has been arrested? Which people celebrated it? It was those children of the same Ohaneze Igbo found in DOS. The children of Ohaneze Igbo found in DOS, they are the people that celebrated the bounty placed by Ohaneze Igbo against Simon Ekpa. What offense has Simon Ekpa committed? Because Simon Ekpa came to restore Biafra with every honesty. DOS, which Nnamdi Kanu told them, give Simon a slot because this guy have the criteria and the capacity to save you people and bring you back. Which people is fighting Yoruba today? Have you heard Okwadike made any statement? All the people that place a bounty to kill Simon Ekpa, did you hear them placing bounty on anybody in Lagos? They are killing all of them today. Nobody is talking. And that's why this angel is voicing out. This is what, when you go back to Bible, you will read a place where it is called lamentation. Lamentation is what we are lamenting. Lamentation is what you are doing. Sonny, I agree to you. Lamentation is what you are doing now. You are lamenting. When you go to Bible, you will read lamentation. Lamentation is this voice of angel, and let us hear his own lamentation. If you are understanding, keep writing us comment, because when you write your comment, you give us ideas. Before we choose to serve, the oath we took on our own is that we are not afraid of making mistake, but we are ready to take correction whenever error is being dictated in anything we do. So Nnamdi Kanu is not perfect. Simon Ekpa is not perfect. Ojukwu is not perfect. No man is perfect, but rather we are ready to learn. Christian Biafran son, I agree to you. We are ready to learn. Onyenze Fidelis, I agree to you. We are ready to learn whenever error is being dictated from anything we do. Blessing Chukwu, I agree to you. Why are we here? Why are we gathering? Why do we choose to serve Biafra? We choose to serve Biafra because Chris Ayekinome is delivered the wrong message to the children of God. Oyedepo delivered the wrong message to the children of God. Adeboye delivers the wrong message to the children of God. Ananche, he delivered the wrong message to the children of God. Jeremiah, he delivered the wrong message to the children of God. Suleiman, he delivered the wrong message to the children of God. All those Olympic pastors that prayed for Peter Obi to validate this evil contraption called Nigeria that put all of us inside this lamentation we are into today. They are what you considered as the spiritual killers. Bible says, be you afraid of those that kill the spirit, not those that kill the flesh. All those pastors that prayed for Peter Obi, that has come to destroy all this family, which in Nnamdi Kanu gathered all over the world. DOS, formulated with Peter Obi, to destroy the family which in Nnamdi Kanu, the mass movement all over the world. DOS joined with their fathers, Ohaneze Igbo, to promote Peter Obi. They say go and vote. When they see that Simon Ekpa has tied everywhere, they place bounty on him. Even Dati, the second man of Peter Obi, came to celebrate when the news outbreak came out that Simon Ekpa has been arrested. Their children, the 500,000 recruited e-warriors in DOS, all of them begin to celebrate. The video is there. We are preaching the gospel of Biafra because we are 555 vision. And for this reason, we go on. As we are listening to this angel, what do we do? What we have to do now is put hand in the share button, invite others. When we analyze this later, then we will leave it to roll so that every other person will collide with what is happening. Listen to him.
Mwebia Lagos. Omemu, ane ekuku go nke property nke nchere ga-ego egwu anwayo. Nweziri uche wee soro nke nna emewezi ọbụgodị na oberibe ka ọ ka enwe ebele ebe nwa anụ n'ọlụ ọwụrụ me and my family. Onwe ife ndị ọzọ na-abatalụ m ka m na-ene anya eziokwu na m investment ife dịka property and other things alụrụ ụlọ na-eweta ego karịa ka o si eweta n'ala Igbo na Lagos ebe anụnwa. Let us think home. Let us think home. Whatever you are getting in Lagos here, don't open your mouth and say that Lagos is no man's land because foolishly you came here and develop it. After you develop it, ndị nwe obodo bịa na-akpaghị mkpa na-enye gị nsogbu. He claim we know no man's land. Stop it. Take my advice, so don't kill me. And do not make it go move. Ndị aza na ọla ịtọ. Ọ dịka ya asị na onwe ka isi akwado onwe nwere abịa because na ihe na-ekwu dịka ga-asị na nna akparị ndị mmadụ. Ma na nna okwu asị onye iberibe.
Blessing, please.
Look at our world.
Please.
Massive wealth of Igbo.
Blessing, let me address that thing you say. Atobo Oto, say hapa. We used to play the message of Obala in this place. Obala says, when you go to Olubu tree, Olubu leaf, then you know that Olubu is bitter. We are 555 vision. We are not preaching our message to please anyone. We preach our message raw. And when we preach our message, we go straight. Obala says, when you go to Olubu tree and you want to eat Olubu leaf, first of all, you tell that Olubu, this bitter leaf, you are bitter. When you confirm to that bitter leaf that you are bitter, then you can pluck the leaf and chew. Then when you chew the Olubu, that bitter leaf, that bitter leaf cannot bitter you again. Then my sister or my brother, or whoever it is, who said that Lagos is no man's land. Tell yourself the simple truth. It is not now you begin to hear that Lagos is no man's land. Igbo people migrated to Lagos, and when people are telling them, you have been developing Lagos. Why are you investing so much in Lagos? Ojukwu came to trade fair. When Yoruba people call Igbo people, oh yeah, we need that your money to go and develop trade fair. Igbo people donated money and they developed a trade fair. They called Odumegwu Ojukwu. Come and open this place. Ojukwu take his microphone. He told them, Ndi Igbo, you people are very stupid. Yes, Chiledum, we preach gospel truth. It is not today. It is not today you'll be hearing it that Lagos, Ndi Igbo say that Lagos is no man's land. It is not today. So, Atoboto, say how. And who is Ndi Igbo? Let me tell you Ndi Igbo. Let me come and tell you who is Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo is Igbo people in Kogi, Igbo people in Delta, Igbo people in Benue, Igbo people in Edo, Igbo people in Akwa Ibom, Igbo people in Cross River, Igbo people in River State, Igbo people in Bayelsa, Igbo people in Anambra, Igbo people in Enugu, Igbo people in Imo State, Igbo people in Abia, and the Igbo people in Ebonyi State. These are the 13 states that make up Biafran land. And where do you think that divide and rule took place? Divide and rule took place here. That is what happened. When you want to deal with the reality, you face the reality. Atoboto, say hapa. Go to bitter leaf tree and tell bitter leaf tree that you are bitter. You can pluck it and chew. That bitter leaf will not bitter you because you are already in covenant with that bitter leaf, knowing very, very well that the bitter leaf can bitter. But when you tell bitter leaf you are bitter, then bitter leaf will not bitter you. And what are we talking about? All the people that says that Lagos is no man's land, what bring Lagos is no man's land is divide and rule. Divide and rule. They drive you away out of your own father's land. You say that they tell you to go to Lagos, that Lagos is where you have wharf. Then Tinubu says, he called his people, he said, do not ever let Peter Obi to win an election, because if Peter Obi win an election, that Peter Obi is going to expand River Niger, so that the ship will be landing in River Niger, not in Lagos anymore. That the Lagos population will demote. The economy of Lagos will be demoted. If you want to face the reality, you face the reality. And whoever that is following me in this my platform, in this 555 vision, or in Facebook, if you know you are for real, if you know that you need Biafra, if you know that you are ready to be corrected when error is being dictated in your statement, please accept it. Ndi Igbo says, in my own ear, that Lagos is no man's land. Eko City is no man's land. Nobody owns Lagos. Who told you that nobody owns Lagos? The other day we are having meeting with Igboho and Akintoye and the Koiki. They told Simon Ekpa, please tell Igbo people to stop using that language. You are a visitor. Only Fulanis are the people that came inside our land and they try to be greater than us. And in Igbo land, we have a flower that is called Obiarakara. How many people knows that flower that is called Obiarakara? They used to, the Obiarakara, it is inside our forest. Obiarakara is the name of that flower. Somebody came and begin to dominate you. The only people that is practicing this thing, I hope they learned their lesson. Yes, blessing Ojukwu. The Igbos are learning their lesson now. And why are they learning their lesson? Because Atiku told Northerners, he said, Northerners should not vote for anybody that is not a Northerner. Tinubu told Southerners, you people should not vote to Northerners or Easterners. You should vote Southerners, vote Yoruba. But to Peter Obi, what is the campaign of Peter Obi? Peter Obi says that he is a Nigerian, that Biafra died 52 years ago. He is not a Biafra. And he has demonstrated what he will do to Biafrans. The way when he was the governor of Anambra State, he killed his own people, and that was the pride of Peter Obi. Yes, my brother. Ugo Ndusi. Yes, we deliver the message. Let's hear the gospel.
Nation. He had on Lagos trillions of dollars. Untaka Ojukwu bianecha Igbo na trade face ya Igbo ewu. Ba na motie na. We keep on developing. And then we buy, we claim this, we claim that. I see that Igbos are nation builders. I know Suzuale na as nation builders. Those inside they build is pure nonsense. Or if why? Don't tell me that nonsense again that Igbo is nation builders. I rap by some of us in a village in Avanalua. Now mansions here and there, and I go in Igbo nation builders. You give like a pot.
Listen, we are travelers. We are travelers. We have traveled. Why is it that Igbo people, that Biafra is still delaying today? When you go to some bars all over the world, you will see people that has the best idea on how to restore Biafra. All these people are inside the bar. When they are drinking, they will be telling you what Nnamdi Kanu would have do and how he may have do it. When you go to some bars, you will see some people, they will tell you that the way how powerful Simon Ekpa is, and the strategy he may have used. When you go to some bars, you will see Igbo people. They say, man, he would have supported this Biafran struggle, but because of his personal stomach, that is why he is not supporting this Biafran struggle. That in his business, he is loading one container, he will send to Lagos. When he send it to Lagos, he will pay bribe. After paying bribe, then he will then pay bribe to all the customs on the street before he will put that his goods in his own shop before he begin to sell it. Ndị Igbo then later forget the parable that says, "A na-ebo ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọba ute." Nnamdi Kanu then tell you people that a black man values his stomach more than his personal life. And Nelson Wike says that Igbos are enterprise. They are developers of everywhere. Wherever you go, that they are business people. And they are using these people to eat your cocoa. You know, when they say they start comiendo cocoa, these are different kind of languages. They start comiendo to cocoa. You understand? They are eating your brain, telling you that Igbos are enterprise. Igbos can develop businesses. Igbos are business people. Wherever you go in this world, if you don't get Igbo man, that means that place is not working. Why is it that Ali Igbo is not working where you come from? That is what the angel here is asking you. Then they are telling you, go home. Go home. You see P Square, he said that if you don't have PVC, that nobody can cross his office. But when the election started, P Square entered his own jet and they fly away, making caricature of his people. Making caricature of people. After they have messed up the people's life, then he fly away. Why? Because our mentality has been changed. Let us continue because our time is running. We must deliver some messages because that is what we took oath to do.
Yes, Ekpa. Nwoke ngolu nwa ofu obele ana. Vie n'uche ka ndị Hausa si eme nke ba na fa maalụ na anyị na-eyighị fapụ ofu adị millions n'olu ofu ebe. Mana duto na nature anyị na fa hụrụ ofu ife golu nu one plot of land. Ruo n'ebe gị na onye beghị n'ezinụlọ gị ebinu. Jebe mmalụ n'ebe ị na-azụ ahịa na-eji ya na-ana.
Village is empty.
This nonsense of Igbo is nation.
Let us analyze more. We are big boys. When we started this agitation, they said that the people agitating for Biafra are miscreants. That the people agitating for Biafra are miscreants. I don't believe in division. If I notice anyone that said something that motivated me in this Biafran struggle, I will recommend that person. When they are calling us miscreants, they say that we are jobless people. We've been, Paul Onwubiko, we've been in this struggle before Ikenga of South Africa entered this struggle. And why Ikenga? You can copy this area, send it to him. What happened to Ikenga? When Ikenga entered this struggle, he said that why he entered this struggle is because that Ohaneze Ndibo and the Nigerian people says that the people agitating for Biafra are miscreants, that they are jobless. Ikenga bring out his camera, he called people to come and video him. He began to show people where he is selling weavons, woman hair. He said, this is his shop. This is a good recommendation, but what I cannot accept from anybody who is preaching division in this Biafran struggle is for you to tell me to go and attack Simon Ekpa. That is the only thing. I told DOS, this attack you people are peddling on Simon Ekpa is wrong. You cannot get up one day and look somebody in the criteria of Simon Ekpa and told me that Simon Ekpa has come to destroy the Biafran struggle. You people must use what they call sixto sentidos. You people must use your brain when you talk or when you play allegation on people. The other person in Vienna, Austria, says he hated Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa is chulo. Master Prophet, the one I can mention his name, Master Prophet said that if Simon Ekpa has been using golden shoe, golden cloth, you living in large in Finland, that is why he hated him. Somebody said he hated Simon Ekpa because Simon promised Nnamdi Kanu because he said he will act like 50 men. Somebody that is called this guy that do the program as in the hot. These are the people that preach this gospel to our own understanding. We all are Biafrans. We all need freedom. We all are living large also. But they say that we are miscreants. Then somebody like Ikenga now, Ikenga showed his shop where he is selling weavons. This is a business. He used it to survive. He said, if you say we are jobless people, this is my shop. Then he began to agitate. There are some people like moderated people like Simon Ekpa. They entered this struggle. He is a lawyer. He is a human rights activist. We know all this thing. He is a politician in Finland, well integrated to the system. They say that we are miscreants. A lot of people say, oh, that some people like Obi Kubano should enter this Biafran struggle. We are telling them, the way you are attacking Simon Ekpa, how do you think that Obi Kubano will enter Biafran struggle? How do you think that E-Money will enter Biafran struggle? How do you think that Odumegwu will enter Biafran struggle? When you people don't have what they call manner of approach, you don't know how to gather people together. The only people you people know is jealous and the greediness. You give what they called self-accusation. Today they are accusing Honorable Azoka. Why are they accusing Madam Azoka? They are accusing Madam Azoka for accountability, but you are not an accountant. Why should you involve yourself in things that do not concern you? All those people attacking Madam Azoka today, you ask them, did Madam Azoka eat ESM money? They said no. She has not used ESM money, but they are afraid. Why did Ikenga attack Simon Ekpa? When Nnamdi Kanu says that they should give Simon Ekpa a slot, Ikenga, whom I recommended, I cannot lose anybody respect in this Biafran struggle, because this is what they call lucha libre. We are fighting freely. We are fighting freely. So why do I respect Ikenga? Number one, when he joined us, because we've been online before any of them come. Ojukwu became as the hot. They are the people we've been listening to them in this Biafran struggle. They are telling us things we should understand. Then we devote ourselves to join. Then some people like Simon Ekpa later join. What did Ikenga say? That giving monkey water with a cup is not the problem, but collecting back the cup from the monkey is the problem. That is the reason the ODOS begin to attack Simon Ekpa, which have transformed to enmity today. And this angel here now, who is talking, he said that he has been telling people that the way Igbo people is going is not good. That the same Igbo people, you know that your life is in danger in Lagos. You know that your life is in danger in Sabon Kano. You know that your life is in danger in Abuja. Somebody will tell you, instead of you to say, man, this is true, and you know that is true, you will turn up and begin to accuse the same person who is just lamenting what he passed through. When I was in Nigeria, for example, I returned from outside country with my luggage. Alaye people came and told me, before I will remove my luggage from car boot, I have to pay son of the soil. Anybody living in Lagos, did anybody know about paying son of the soil here? They say I must pay son of the soil before I will bring out my hand luggage from the boot. I say, why should I pay son of the soil? Are we not Nigerian? Alaye people in Lagos, they say that we are not Nigeria, that I am an Igbo man. I must pay son of the soil before I bring out my luggage out of the car boot. Are you understanding? Then I called Igbo people that speak Yoruba. Look, come and see what is happening. They came, they tell me, yes, it is normal. Are you people understanding? Because of this angel who is lamenting, the way he is lamenting, that is the way we are lamenting. Then some Igbo people that speak Yoruba came to me, and I told them, look at what these people, they say, as you pay son of the soil. They told me it is normal. I have to pay before I bring out my luggage. They say I have to pay 500 naira. This thing happened in 2002. I said, but why should I pay 500 naira? Or you reduce money. Another person came. He said I should pay 700 naira. I said, but you are telling me about 500 naira. Now you have increased it to 700. Should I then pay that 500? Another person came. He said I should pay 1,000 naira. Another man, Igbo person says, my brother, if you still here, keep debating with these people, this money will get to 2,000 naira. You better pay them 1,000 and carry your luggage and sell your goods. And njobafo oboro omenala. How many people is riding here? How many people is understanding? We are lamenting. We are lamenting, just like this angel here. They said, Igbo people that speak Yoruba, then the guy come, he said, okay, let me give him the 1,000. I gave him the 1,000. He gave it to those Alaye people. He said, okay, now you can bring out your luggage. I removed my luggage, then I went. I told them from there, that minute, now you people have confirmed to me that Nigeria is not one. And the Igbo people took this thing as normal. That when you come, you have to settle son of the soil of Yoruba. And you are still telling me you build a house in another man's land, and you tell them that Lagos is no man's land. Let me tell you, Njoba Afo, Oboro Menana, Chigozie Ebene, I greet you. Njoba Afo, Oboro Menala. Igbo people are the people that introduced bribe in Nigeria. Because, do you know the only place Igbo man did not pay bribe? It is only when you share your goods in your shop. That is the only place Igbo man doesn't pay bribe. He don't pay bribe to buy his goods in China. He don't pay bribe to buy his goods in Japan. He don't pay bribe to buy his goods anywhere in the Mbukan and every other thing. But when you load the container, white people will take their normal demurrage, which you consumed. Then they will put your container in the ship. Then they will ship it to Nigeria. Whenever that goods landed in Nigeria, then you begin to pay bribe. Entering the ship in Nigerian territory, you have to pay bribe. Removing the container, you have to pay bribe. The custom, you have to pay bribe to take your container. You have to pay your normal dues. You have to then pay bribe for them to sign your document. You have to pay bribe for them to open the warehouse, the gate for you. You have to pay bribe on the street where you are walking. You have to pay all the checkpoints before you will get to your shop. Then where you will open their container, you still have to pay bribe to open the container. You still have to pay the people that will take your goods to your warehouse. Then you will save your goods. Then you will begin to carry your goods and share in your own shop. That is how bad it is for Igbo people. Igbo people, when you begin to sell that goods, that is only when you don't pay bribe. Something you pick on the street in Europe, something you buy €1, something you buy €2, something you buy €10. Then you go to, before that thing is getting to Nigeria, it has multiplied it to 200. Then they will tell you that Igbo people are business people. Who is opening the container? All the people in charge are the Fulanis and the Yorubas. You are the slave. We told them when we are leaving Nigeria that we will return as Biafrans. So when you see us fighting for Biafra, we are fighting on what we have evidence on. So we go on to listen to this angel.
Builders, I know this contraction. I'm not even oku na obibu. I'm a one tofu. Some of Makonata Kono, as of an Avaketa, Ufodana, even from wherever. Now somewhere problem na befa, a jabba even the Boku. Ndi problem na befa, a jabba even the Boku. O when you go kiss you, Nanda Hausa jebwa even the foreigners more than the Yoruba jebwa even the foreigners oko. ịmakwa na enwere foreigners ndị India ndị obodo dị iche iche nọ na this country more ties factories here and there. Onwenugo ka ndị Yoruba je ebefa mebi ife ọ ebe enwere problem abịa tie m na ya na-abụ ịchọnụrụ ịmụ ife nkwu okwu unu na-ehet m. Think home, let us go. Stop telling me that the Igbos are nation builders. We are the most, I'm sorry to say this, foolishness side too much. Ndị Hausa na Yoruba anyị siri na fa amara ife ndị ofe mmanụ na ndị ugwu kama ha na-abụ amara ife maka ma believe na iberibe ka anyị na-ada
ezigbote iberibe ka
anyị na-ekele m na ya ego kpogo befa go ife niile na-edevelop fa bịa be anyị feke ofu ebe nkọnọta onwe fa bilonia ma Yoruba ma Hausa. Yoruba jisizi ike n'uto na fa ka Hausa nwee ka fa si eche echiche fee solu pilo na flat Hausa ebie ebe fa na-azụ afịa ọsọ chụọ onye ekolo ọgọdụ ya ma 911 narie. Stop ka anyị maa na ọwụ na generation a nwere ife menwu na generation na-abịa na ya emenwu ife egolo a na alụ ụlọ sọsọ gị na ndị bere ya ebi oyigbo ọwụna nwere ike imenwu ya. Rapụ na all this nonsense property investment mee na onye Igbo ahịa ekwetara ka ekwukọ okwu ọnụ ịnafọ asị na ọ dị mma na ana onye nwee estate na Lekki a na-achọ ebe ọ ya enweghị pịarie ya isi ime megidekwa ife a wee nue debate ya. Igbo nwee na uche, Igbo ka anyị nwee uche, Igbo ka anyị nwee na uche. We are not nation builders. Mana ị na-eyuzu anyị eyuzu wee na-agba anya iwe na-eko.
Ka anyị bịanụ ndị Igbo, men, let us reason together. Some people says, yes, they are building their houses in Lagos, that even if that Nigeria divide, that before that land Nigeria will divide, that the tenant they put in the house and the business they are using the houses they build in that place, before Nigeria will divide, they may have gained profit and develop their own land. Is it not the ideology of Igbo man? They build houses in Lagos in times of negotiation, in times of business. That is why Igbo people are building. They will build 4 decking, they will build 3 decking, they will invest there, they will then put tenants. Then they will tell you, yes, another idea now, they will go home and build. Is it not the maximum idea of Igbo man? Nnamdi Kanu says that the ideology of Igbo man is so limited that when you have been able to build that 4-story building, you will then manage and go to your home village and build 1-story building. Then you will end up taking chieftaincy title. When you end up taking chieftaincy title, then you will begin to sleep with all those young girls, sleep with all those widows. Chieftaincy, yiri okpuru ede ị na-akpagharị yiri nke a ndị nwaanyị na-echi ọzọ na ndị na-echi nke ha na-echi a na-erugharị ụmụ nwaanyị anyị useless people ndị Igbo. Now they are burning all those places. Why are they crying? A na-ebu ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọba ute. Imagine in this millennium, in this our own time, this is when young people, children are advising the elders what they should do. Simon Ekpa, after they have placed the bounty on Simon Ekpa came and told them, listen, this thing you are doing have no meaning. Come together, I forgive you all, because what is in front of you is more dangerous than what you are seeing. Come together. You people have placed the bounty on me. You have not killed me. But the important thing is, Obala says, ndị Igbo unu ya agbakọnata dịka ukwu azịza. Na ọ bụrụ na unu agbakọlata ha dịka ukwu azịza, the Fulanis will eliminate you. Fulanis came from Sahel. And one thing, Igbo people, the only people that has enmity and deadly heart against themselves are Igbos themselves. A Yoruba man will offend the Igbo man will forgive the Yoruba man. Hausa man will offend an Igbo man, the Igbo man will forgive the Hausa man. Fulani man will offend a Fulani man, the Igbo man will offend the Igbo man will forgive that Fulani man. But to let Igbo offend the Igbo, they will tell you, you don't know who I am. Do you know me? I will show you that no nyawa bo ko megbuo, no nyawa ba aka na eme nka, no nyawa bu nka, no nyawa bu nka, no nyawa bu nka ozo. That is Igbo man for you. Ike kanolo. Their own power relies inside their own house. Ike kanolo. A Ghana man will beat Igbo person. Then Igbo man will say, yes, he is Ghana. This our brothers, they removed through the ideology of divide and rule. Let me try to read it again for any other person to understand our teaching. Igbos in Kogi. If Igbo from the 5 states offend any Igbo man in Kogi, that Igbo man of Kogi will destroy you. If Igbo from 5 states offend any Igbo man from Delta State, they will destroy you. If Igbo offend any Igbo man in Benue State, they will destroy you. If Igbo try with Benin man, Edo, they will tell you, yo, you want to tell me, say you be Igbo, but you forgot that all these people, they are Igbos. Divide and rule strategy, that is what they used to create this enmity. Do you see how all of them are fighting Madam Azuka today? What has Madam Azuka done against them? That Madam Azuka should come and make accountability for them. Then you call them private and they ask them, did Madam Azuka eat ESM money? They said no. They have not suspected him that she has not eaten ESM money. Only that you want to lead. You want to lead. You want to lead. That is the only thing. Then for this reason, you want to come every minute of the day to give accountability on how ESM money is going. That the husband of Madam Azuka is like a cancer that must be cut off. But you cannot be able to handle what Madam Azuka is handling. Igbo people is very, very powerful on their own brothers. That is why you see the kind of energy they devoted to fight against Simon Ekpa. Do you see the kind of energy Ohaneze Ndi Igbo devoted to name their own children terrorists, and the authorized Operation Python Dance 1, Operation Python Dance 2, Operation Python Dance 3 to kill who? Nnamdi Kanu, whom you know that Nnamdi Kanu has come to save everybody. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo are the people who told Fulani to tag their own children, me and you, who is living in Lagos, that their own children is terrorists. Now you can kill them for them to have government appointee. And for this reason, we go on to preach the gospel of the angel.
Wee chụọ nwaanyị na problem ga-eme na okwu anyị ama nwa ofu. Asị ka ekwu okwu Biafra kịta afọ. Ndị efu anyị ekwu okwu Biafra. Ndị efu anyị ekwu na ekwutere ya ife. Ị na-anya ka ị mara ife kpata na fa achọrọ ka ekwu okwu Biafra. Efu na their investment and nothing more than that.
Investment.
Unu egbukwana m o. Unu egbunakwa m maka na ana m ekwu ka ihe kpaa agwa ka ndị amụrụ amụ ndị bụ mmadụ. Abịazi ọ dị ka ya sị na ana m agba speed. Amakwanụ m ife dị n'ime.
Why did they stand against Simon Ekpa? Why did they stand against Simon Ekpa? They said that Simon Ekpa is running speed to bring Biafra. That is the offense of Simon Ekpa. Go to the Iraq. Go to the Iraq, you will hear them. They say that Nnamdi Kanu has been fighting for Biafra for more than 15 years. That is Simon Ekpa just come last year and he said he want to bring Biafra. That is the offense of Simon Ekpa. After they say they will expose Simon Ekpa, they have not been able to expose Simon Ekpa. They were unable to expose Simon Ekpa. They said, yes, that Simon Ekpa just want to prove that he can run faster. that he said he will bring Biafra in 2023. That a Biafra that Nnamdi Kanu has not brought since more than 15 years, he has been fighting for Biafra. The same Nnamdi Kanu told you that since all this multitude is following him, he has not been able to find 15 people, 5, 10, 15 people worded to give him what it takes to bring Biafra. Simon Ekpa then came and said, I will act like 50 men. That is why you see some people in Vienna, Austria, they said, the same day Simon Ekpa and then Nnamdi Kanu was having an interview together, Simon promising Nnamdi Kanu, I give you 50 men in one for you to know that he is capable. That is what you see some people will go to follow some people in Vienna, Austria. They hated Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa want to give what he has. And that is what the reason. Why are they attacking this guy? This angel who bring his voice now, the same Igbo people suffering in Lagos are attacking him for telling them that go home. The same way they attacked Ojukwu, the same way they attacked Wazirike, the same way they attacked Nnamdi Kanu, the same way in our very eyes they place bounty. They celebrated the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Radio Biafra, in Rapture Media, all those 500,000 recruited e-warriors. All of them fight against Simon. Look at it. Udo? So Biafrans, we have 2 voices of the angels to play for everyone to know this is what we signed to do, and we continue.
Please, I posted this quotation of the Bible to this platform because I think it is directly talking to us. And this is the word of Mordecai to Esther when the Jews were undergoing the same stage, the same tribulation that the Biafran people are undergoing now.
Biafrans, those who is watching and those who will watch later, one thing you can do for me now is to write comment. Biafra is a free religion. You can worship ant. You can worship your mama. You can worship your papa. You can worship the origin on Isibuno. You can worship your goat. You can worship your dog. So for this reason, if you know what you can do or any kind of motivational speech you can do, drop it. Small time, if you people like, I will put number. If you have some voice, you have to voice out. Maybe you don't want to show your face the way we are showing our face. You drop a strong voice. If we get to it, we will make it public for people to know that every other person is suffering the same way you are suffering. The reason you find the lamentation in the Bible is people who is lamenting just like me and you today. And this other voice you are listening here now, before we join this struggle, you know the history of Esther and the Ruth. The reason they existed in the Bible is what this guy is telling you. If you know what you can say, like this guy, these angels that he delivered this message now, I don't know them, but their message entered. I copied it to make sure it goes viral. Before we finish this thing now, subscribe here so that people will get to it. Their voice cannot go far, and we are pushing their voice to go far. Let it not just be that we are the only person talking. Let it just be that Simon is the only person talking. There are people they're called anonymous. They don't want to show their face, but they can drop voice. Your voice, if we get it that you made sense, you preach the gospel of unity. If salt loses its taste, it is of no use. If you found something reasonable in the Bible, you bring it. And for this reason, we want to play this voice from somebody who dictated something inside Bible, from the Esther, the life of Esther. The reason you must come together and help your own people. Listen.
In the hands of the Nigerian military. And he pinpointed it out. And he told Esther, in fact, as from verse 13, he said, I don't think that you and your family are going to be saved if you keep quiet over the salvation of the Jews. For God will
Aguzie, thank
actually
you.
make way for them through another channel, through another means. But afterwards, you and your family will be destroyed. Now God is talking to those ones who kept mute. For whatever circumstances that it might be, you kept mute. You stood aside. You don't want to contribute to the freedom of the children of God, which is the Biafra. And this is the response of God to you. You know, God was speaking to Esther through Mordecai, who has seen what the people of Israel, what the Jewish people
Biafra,
are undergoing.
we will answer
And
you.
Esther was in the position to help. And he says, who knows if it is for this reason that God has put in you in this position to help salvage your people, to use you to be able to save your people. And
so, my brother, you wrote something. Your question: why are we waiting for everyone before Simon Ekpa to continue to declare Biafra? This question you ask, you should know that Biafra has the highest enemy in this world, in this universe. Biafrans has the highest enemy. Listen, the reason of divide and rule, why Igbos in Kogi are not together with you, the reason Igbos in Delta, the reason Igbos in Benue, the reason Igbos in Edo, Igodomigodo, the reason Igbos in Akwa Ibom, the reason Igbos in Cross River, the reason Igbos in River State, the reason Bayelsa, Anambra, Enugu, and Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi, the reason they are not together is the question you ask. Biafra has the strongest enemy in this world. And what is the enemy? When Britain promoted the gods of Israel, when they promoted the gods of Israel to their own detriment, to their own benefit, they promoted the God of Israel for them to gain power. Now, why is it today you go to Britain, you cannot speak about Jesus Christ? It is because they said that the promotion they gave to Israel is the thing that make Israel what they are today. Later, investigation began to go on. They found out that Israel, as up to today, we used to have online study with the University or Bible University of Jerusalem in Israel. We ask a question: where is the Garden of Eden located? Nobody has answered that question. Go and ask all these Olympic pastors. Garden of Eden is not found in Jerusalem. Garden of Eden is not in Jerusalem. Garden of Eden is not in Israel. I am telling you with every fact. When they found out that Igbos are the ancient people, the real children of God in this world, when you go to Igbo land, you will see some names that is called Ojukwu. You will see some names that is called Omu Ajala. You will see some names that is called Omu Ezebilago. You will see the names that is called Omu Anyam. When you ask yourself one simple question, who gave them that name? Just like your name is Bewes, okay, Biafra, who is answering his real name here now. Aguzie, for example. Aguzie, for example, somebody gave you the name. You know your papa, your mama, your relative, they looked into your face, they looked at your face, they gave you the name Aguzie. Which other people have their Igbo name here? Chidubem. Chidubem, for example, ndị Igbo say, a na-ele nwa anya n'iru, a na-agụ ya afa. That is parable and that is word in Igbo land. A na-ele nwa anya n'iru, a na-agụ ya afa. Somebody gave you the name. And when Nnamdi Kanu was teaching, he said, Igbos are the ancient people on this planet Earth. There was a time this universe was circle. Before volcano eruption, Bewis, Biafra Bewis, I'm giving you some analog of your question so that it will go far. This earth was circle. Different continents you find in this world today has not been in existence. There are discoveries you can find out today in Pacific. In Pacific, you will see some places the sea has covered those areas, but inside discovery, you see that people have been living that place before. But today, sea, Atlantic Ocean covered that area. This is telling you what happened. This earth was circle before volcano eruption. When volcano eruption erupted, the world divided in two. Later it divided in three. Later it divided in five. Later it began to expand. It happens that Igbo people are the same people that gave birth to this Middle East of Israel. They said civilization started in Africa. At Enugu State, you will find one of the most oldest pyramid in Enugu State, and you will connect that pyramid to that one of Alexandria, Egypt. You will connect it there because pyramid is one of the ancient telecommunication ever found in this world. Pyramid is the #1 communication system ever found in this world. Just like we are using phone today, pyramid is the #1 communication to connect distance from distance. The first communicative ever created, that is pyramid. You can find it in Enugu State today. Then you go to every other continent of this world, you will find it. And for this reason, Britain later found out when they discovered the most oldest bone in Africa, they found out that Igbo is the ancient existed human being. Science made us to understand that human being begin to germinate to Homo sapient and the Homo erectus before human being. The very first thing, that is the time they are teaching you about Idu and every other kingdom that existed, because human being germinated. Up to this very day, human beings are growing and changing, and according to science, human being is going to a robot. Robot will soon take over this life, just like ape and the other animal have been ruling before human being germinated. And when you check the people who is new children that is being born this today, you will see that their head is more round. The head of children that is being born today, their head is more round, and this their hair here is more up. Look, where your own eyes look into your father. Then if you have the older picture of your grandfather, connect it with your children, connect your own, connect your father own, connect your grandfather own, then you will see the changing. Now, human being is growing and changing, and the more enlightened and the more calculative. It is changing. Now, Britain found out that the Igbo people are the ancient people, the real children of God in this world. That was why they said in the Bible that in that land there is a mighty milk and the honey. The milk and honey found in Israel cannot be compared to the one in Biafran land. They are telling you that Israel is filled up with milk and honey. Did Israel have oil? Israel has oil, but very little oil to compare the land flowing with milk and honey. The land which God promised his own children, which Jesus Christ also prayed, it is called the Biafran land, the Igbo land. When Britain found out this thing, they went to Russia when they instigated the war between Gowon and Ojukwu. Then they went to Russia and they contracted Russia. At that time, Cold War had been going on. There is what they call Cold War between Britain and the USSR that time. Then they left to fight against themselves in Europe. They left the Cold War they have been fighting and the diplomatic war they have been fighting. Then they contracted Russia to come and fight against the Biafrans. Queen Elizabeth told them that if you people let this Biafrans to come to existence, that means the white people will become slave to them. That is why Russia departed and stopped the Cold War and the diplomatic war that had been going on that time. Then Russia began to fight against Biafra. France came that time to help Ojukwu to fight. Portugal and some other countries came to help Ojukwu to fight. Ojukwu didn't know that the oil is something that cannot finish. When France said they are coming to take over the oil in contract, then they will fight back for Biafra to stand. Ojukwu said no. That is why France went back. Then the war began. Igbo people are the people that believe in reincarnation. If they die, they will reincarnate again. They believe in reincarnation. This is where the pastors destroyed our people. The pastors preach that there is no reincarnation, but in reality of Igbo man believe in reincarnation. When you die, you reincarnate. That is the nature of Igbo man. When Britain found out that the real children of God is found in Africa, they are called the ancient people. Then they circled up to fight against us. My brother, who is that person that asked that question? You asked a very powerful question. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, when he, after Operation Python Dance, that killed 28 people, including Jack the dog, he appeared in Israel. Israel told him, go and declare Biafra. We will come and fight and protect you. Nnamdi Kanu said no, that he is not going to declare Biafra. Rather, he will destroy Biafra. He will destroy Nigeria with the truth. He will use microphone to destroy Nigeria. How many people understand the gospel of Biafra? He said he will use microphone to destroy Nigeria. Then Nnamdi Kanu begin to spread message. Message begin to circulate all over the world. Why did they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu? The message of Nnamdi Kanu begin to get momentum, begin to circulate all over the world, begin to circulate. Nnamdi Kanu begin to buy the memory of people. Nnamdi Kanu begin to gain momentum. He created the mass movement all over the world, which nobody has been able to break the record of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then that was how Nnamdi Kanu have been able to use microphone to destroy Nigeria. Then he created ESN. When he created ESN, how can you imagine that Nnamdi Kanu gathered more than 5,000 people in secret and he created ESN? We are 555 vision. Chukwu Okike Abiama called us to deliver this message. We are delivering today. Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo is with us in this message we are delivering today. Mmiri, Anyanwụ, Ajana, N'Ikuku is with us in this message we are delivering today. Meshach in the Bible, Shadrach, Abednego, Daniel is with us in this message we are delivering today. Elijah, Elisha, Jeremiah, Ezekiel is with us in this message we are delivering today because we are preaching Biafran gospel. If you have not subscribed to 555 Vision, try to do so and subscribe because we come online when we receive message. I received this voice of the angel today and I decided to come here. We are not doing this thing because we are living by Facebook. A lot of people miss the track of how to fight for Biafra because they want to use money from Facebook and YouTube to feed their own family. They use it as a source of their income. That is why you see a lot of people fighting Azoka. That is why you see some people fighting Simon Ekpa unnecessarily. And why is it that Simon Ekpa is still waiting for people to come together? Or Mgaramara Nekpa Azu. Had I known, always be the last. That is it. Do not say that they didn't tell you. Do not say that nobody informed you. Do not say that nobody contacted you. Simon Ekpa is sharing the highest sacrifice. If I go back now and play some messages from Obala, the gods of the land, if I play his messages, he said, Simon, we are waiting for you. All the ancient people in Igbo land, all the Ndezemo, all the Akajiofo, all the chief priests, they gathered together, waiting for Simon Ekpa to declare Biafra. The same thing you are talking about today. But, Ose, Obalase, na Simon Etiko Okpo, Saka. Then we ask him, what is the meaning of Itiokpo Saka? Ose, Simon has been able to destroy DOS by their propaganda. And before coming up, Simon told the DOS, please, what is important is to put our eyes on the ball, because we know the meaning of this division they placed in our life. And what are the divisions? These divisions you see here, divide and rule. He told the DOS, come together. Let us not fight each other. He called every other person. He said, do not attack DOS. Chikedoziem, Chinasanworu, let us concentrate in making sure that we preach this gospel. That this gospel, our people that has been removed from this 5 states, let them understand. Let us continue with the same force which Nnamdi Kanu placed it. They said no, that Simon Ekpa has come to hijack IPOB. Simon Ekpa has come with his speed. That Simon Ekpa has come because Tinubu is paying him. Simon Ekpa has come because Atiku is paying him. Simon Ekpa has come because Buhari is paying him. Simon Ekpa has come because he is working for one Nigeria. Simon Obala then says that Simon Etigo Okpo Saka. Otigo Okpo Saka is when Dati, the second man of P2B, followed the DOS and the Ohaneze Igbo to fight against Simon Ekpa. That was when Simon Ekpa has been able to defeat all of them. Then the chief priest of Igbo land, the chief priest, Ndezemo, na support ihe anyị na-eme through spirit, they says, na Simon Etigo Okpo Osaka. Then we ask him, what is Itiokpo Osaka? Osaka Osaka. Let them know that he has not beaten them up with any weapon. He beat them up with a normal hand. That is Itiokpo Osaka. Enwe okwu a na-ekwu that time mgbe anyị dị obere asị ibekwe ọbaka ka ọba igwe ka eji wee kum ivo. That is what Simon Ekpa did to the DOS, ndị Nzama, Ohaneze ndị Igbo, and the Nigerian government that celebrated when the news came that Simon Ekpa has been arrested. My brother, Simon Ekpa has everything to keep patient before he will declare Biafra. But do not forget that we are 555 vision. Do we know what we have observed? Oga DOS is working for Nigeria. Yes, everybody knows what DOS is doing. Why should I support what you says? If DOS supported the election, if DOS supported P2B, if DOS supported bounty placed on Simon Ekpa, if DOS celebrated that Simon Ekpa has been arrested, then who are they working for? If DOS say go and vote, who are they working for? Are you getting it? This is simple. And the news came out that they paid a more powerful 45 million naira. So, why should they validate Nigeria, which you know that Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra remains the only solution? So, what is it? Which person is selling sit at home? Sit at home is for everybody to know that Biafra need to go home, that Nnamdi Kanu must be released, for everyone to know that something is happening. Are you understanding it? So Simon cannot just come up and declare Biafra. The declaration of Biafra is this momentum that has been gathering today. The people in Lagos that believe that Lagos is no man's land, that they can go there and they relax, now they are placing apology to Simon Ekpa today. Are you getting it, my brother? If I'm answering your question, then write again and tell me that I'm answering it. If I'm not answering it, tell me I'm not answering it. I will extend until my time is up. Then I will go and do other things. Now, Simon Ekpa has to put every manner of patience for the people that have to murmur, for them to murmur things that is happening in Lagos, for everybody to see, because Igbo people says, "Eto ponketa akpa, igosi ya, ka ọ hapụ ịdị ka atụrụ ya mbọ." If you remove that ant out of dog, you show it to the dog, for the dog not to say that you have just twisted on him. Are you getting it? Ndị Igbo sa atụpụ nkịta akpa, egosi ya. Some people are placing apology to Nnamdi Kanu today because a lot of people, we are here declaring this message of Biafra. We know the kind of attack we are receiving every day when we are defending Nnamdi Kanu. We know the kind of attack we are being receiving every day defending Simon Ekpa. We know the kind of attack we are being receiving defending Azoka. If you don't have any evidence that Azoka has eaten ESM money, why are you then destroying this family? Divide and rule. Anybody who knows those people who is attacking Azoka, tell them that this kind of accusation they are laying on Azoka today. Do you know the reason Kogi Biafra is not with us? Do you know the reason Igbo Deltans is not with us? Do you know the reason Igbo Benuens is not with us? Do you know the reason Igbo Edos are not with us? Do you know the reason Akwa Ibom is not with us? Do you know the reason Cross River is not with us? Do you know the reason River State is not with us? Do you know the reason Bayelsa is not with us? Do you know the reason Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi cannot speak in one voice? It is because of this thing these people attacking Azoka is doing today. There is nothing more. Self-accusation, self-suspect. You suspect someone. If you pay ESN, allow them to do their job. And when they are go mmiri, and when they go ose, and when they go egusi, ndị Igbo believe in tụpụrụ nkịta ọkpụkpụ n'iro, hapụ ihe ya na ndị mmụọ ga-eje. If you pay ESN, if you are working for ESN, demand for your own share, for you to take care of your camp. Is there anybody that is handling ESN that is not satisfied? Every one of them is satisfied. But somebody stand where she stand and say, if before you do this thing, come and give me accountability, because I cannot accept you as a leader. We did not vote anybody to be leader. But in reality, Umuada made vote to vote Madam Azoka as a leader. She herself also voted Azoka as a leader. Later, you want Azoka to become under you. Because of what? You need accountability. Are you getting it? This is shit. And this is the reason, exactly what they are doing today, that is the reason Igbos scattered everywhere. The reason Igbos scattered everywhere, that is what they are doing. How did the Igbo people scatter all over the world? Divide and rule. Somebody will come up and say, yeah, the accountability. Then he will go and create his own. Accountability. You will go and create your own. Oh, the way you are doing it is not good. Hey, Simon Ekpa want to make it so very fast. Nnamdi Kanu want to prove that he is more intelligent. Then they will create a billion human rights. They will create factor the government. They will create, because somebody is bringing idea. He asks you, if you found error in what we are doing, just like I'm passing the message now, if what I'm telling you is not true, tell me where I've made mistake. I will go back to that place and try to ratify it. Not for you to pull out and create your own. Now, all those fallen angels has pulled out. What are they doing? They need people to contribute ESN for them. They need to do fundraising for them, for the money to go inside their pocket. That is the thing. That is the reason all these people, the reason of divide and rule. That is why Igbo people scattered all over the place. And they went to Lagos. Which people dominated Lagos? Igbo people. If you are not Igbo from Kogi, you are Igbo from Delta, you are Igbo from Benue, you are Igbo from Edo, you are Igbo from Akwa Ibom, you are Igbo from Cross River, you are Igbo from River, you are Igbo from Bayelsa, you are Igbo Anambra, you are Igbo Enugu, you are Igbo Imo, you are Igbo Abia, you are Igbo Ebonyi. Which people dominated the Lagos and they claim that Lagos is no man's land? Yeah, you should know that the most of those people attacking Simon Ekpa are people, but yes, everybody knows. And why we are doing what we are doing, when people write this comment like this, at least we will know that we are delivering the right message. That is it. And the angel, we've been playing his message. The angel will be playing his message. We play the message, then we can call it a day. If you people like what we are doing, subscribe. Those people that has not subscribed. And if you have subscribed, turn on that notification button to all notification. When we come online, you can be able to be notified that we are here. We don't have specific time we come online. This is not where we eat. This is not where how we survive our families. Are you getting it? We are doing what we think Biafrans need us to do. So
the same way God is talking to you, who knows if it is for this reason that God brought you to Europe, to different parts of the world, to be able today contribute financially, because every little thing we contribute, God is going to use it as a point of contact for our freedom. God is going to multiply it and use it for us to fight against our enemy that are the enemy of God. I want you to know that whether you supported it or not, God has given you, or God is giving you the opportunity to be able to support, or to be able to be used as a channel or a vessel, as a weapon for salvation. But you are keeping quiet, you are keeping mute, you are standing by.
He is talking to you.
You are in peace, and you said you don't want to get involved.
Write your comment and share.
Care. Meanwhile, you spend more than what you could ever contribute.
Write us the things we have not said.
Uselessly, because if after feeding, if after taking care of your light bills, every other thing, taking care of your bills, every other thing you do, you spend it on is useless, if not for the freedom of your people. So if you keep quiet, you refuse to participate, you refuse to contribute, God is telling you, don't think you are safe when that whole thing will come on. Don't think you're safe. But
here, we are 555 Vision, and we must deliver the message. Ndi Igbo no here. There is a parable in Igbo language. It says, "Eburu ozu nno onye ọzọ, ọ dị ka ebu ukwu nkụ." Now, when they carry the corpse of another person's mother, for other people, it will seem as if they are carrying firewood. Eburu ozu nno onye ọzọ, ọ dị ka ebu ukwu nkụ. When these people, Fulanis, instead hope Uzodimma in Imo State, from number 4th to 1st, the people of Anambra says, oh, this thing cannot happen in Anambra State. The people of Abia State, they say, oh, it is only in Imo State this kind of thing can happen. When Fulanis have been killing people in Ebonyi State under the watch of Dave Umahi, some people from Umbidi, Anambra State, they say, hey, this thing can only happen in Ebonyi State. Some people of Imo State, they say, oh, this kind of thing cannot happen. That time, Hope Uzodimma has not become the governor. Now, Ofumporaka Rotammanu Ozuora Eburu ozu nno onye ọzọ, ọ dị ka ebu ukwu nkụ. You think that you are last in Lagos, nothing is happening. You think that you are in Kano, nothing is happening. You think that you are in Abuja, nothing is happening. They have been killing your own people. Some of our brothers in Europe, here in America, in Canada, in Australia, they say, oh man, I am busy. I am loading my container. I am at work. I went to work. We don't have time for this thing you people are doing. But I am a Biafran. That is many people told us that showing our face here. I am a Biafran. You people that need Biafra, we need is also Biafra. That when you people get Biafra, that they will come. That is where this guy is telling you, many is called, but few is chosen. The vineyard is many, but the laborers are few. That is exactly what is happening here. Igbo people scattered all over the world. Igbo man, the way they are taking your houses in Lagos today, the one that happened in Sabon Gerikano, nobody is talking about it again. The one that happened in Kaduna, nobody is talking about it again. The one that happened in Jos, nobody is talking about it again. Fulanis and the Hausa people have dominated the house of Igbo people. And the house is something you know, Agaba Agara. Agaba Agara, that is house. When you are living, it's either you demolish the house because you cannot carry it in your head. Are you getting it? A lot of our brothers say, yes, you people are the people who is looking for Biafra. You people are the people who need Biafra to come. But when Biafra come, they are also Biafrans. A lot of people mocked us for this thing we are doing. If you want to give us a super chat, there is a link also to give us super chat. Support us also with the super chat. You share this program as well. Write us comment. Support this movement. I left some of my job. Now I came to deliver this message inside my own hour. Are you getting it? Serving the public. But in the church, your pastor will tell you come and pay tithe. But this your pastor can never tell you that if Hope Uzodinma is killing the people of Izombe. Because the pastor you are listening to knows that divide and rule is the thing that divides every other person. They are taking advantage of the divisions happening in Biafran land. Anybody that is my follower, you people should know our own message dedicated on pastors, on deacons and deaconesses, reverend fathers. This is where we dedicated. Because of what? These people have come to kill the spirit. Why Fulanis are killing the flesh? You see all this pastor that prayed for P2B. You see all this pastor, Chris Ayekinome like. All of them that prayed for one Nigeria. They came to kill your spirit. Fulanis came to kill your body. Because the only person that will teach you, as if they slap you here, turn the other side, is the pastor. Then they will tell you hope on God or relax. God will judge them. Where do you see God to judge Fulani? That Nigerian territory is the only land, the only remaining land for conquer. Nigeria remains the only land that belongs to nobody. Now that Nigeria. If you say that Nigeria is no man's land, it can be understood. But in Yoruba is occupying Lagos. Don't say that Lagos is no man's land. You can't come to Igbo land and say Igbo is no. When you want to claim the real indigenous of Nigeria, they are the Igbos. The real indigenous of Nigeria. Then you go back to Eri Kingdom. When you go to Eri Kingdom, go and read the Bible. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob is the father of God. God is the father of Eri. Eri is the father of Arodi and the Meneri that gave birth to a daughter called Igbo. And Nnamdi Kanu says, Agoro esi ejebe ndị Igbo. Agoro esi ejebe ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo, the ancient people of this earth. When you cross Agoro, then you go to Ezebilago Kingdom. When you cross Agoro, then you go to Umuajala. When you cross Agoro, then you will be able to go to Umuezigwe. When you cross Agoro, then you can be able to go to Umuigwe. When you cross Agoro, then you can be able to go to all those villages related to God. Related to God, we ask you from 555 Vision. Who give them that name? Umuezigwe, Umuanyanwu, Ojukwu. Who give them that name? Simple question, simple mathematics. And this, what we are doing is the job. pastors supposed to do. In Port Harcourt, in River State today, you will see Umokoro. They change it to Rumukoro. They change the name to Rumukoro, changing the names. These are the work of the pastors. Pastors are not doing their jobs. They helped Fulanis and the Britain to divide their own self. That is where our message is going. And you who is watching and you who will watch later, what is your own participation? Participate in writing us comments. This is very, very necessary because we need ideas. We are a human being like you. We didn't tell you that we are prophet. We are 555 vision. Because we cannot say the one God did not ask us not to say. And what did God tell us to do? Tell Igbo people that they are together. Come together. Join. That's why we play the gospel of Obala. The messages from these angels sending their voices. And let's play the voice again. Then we call it a day, my brothers.
Nevertheless,
Nevertheless,
God is going to save his people through other means, not by you. He's going to save his people through other means. And when he does, God will in turn destroy you. That's the word of God. I didn't say it. And it's completely in this situation talking to us as children of God. God bless you as you make correction to your ways today.
yeah, bo message Obala. If you are enjoying it, write us comment to the people watching. Yeah, bo message Obala. We played it the other day, but we repeat it again. For you people to know that the people is ready, waiting for Simon ever to declare Biafra, including me. But we are waiting for something. Fortune, thank you.
Anyị eji nwayọ anyị agbọbaghị ọsọ ka e nwee ike iwetakwa ya ka o si wee dị onye ọbụla bụ nwa Igbo wee nụ ya ka o si wee dị maka na o nwere ike na-ekwu ofu ọnụ adịrọ n'akụkụ o si masị ya ụfọdụ anọrọ n'akụkụ o si masị ha anyị akọlọ ka ajụba ga-ese anyị akọlọ ka mmalụ ka o si masị gị ife anyị gwa anyị wee okwu gwa gị n'oke oyi si wee dị na-ada ama ha aka nke anyị bụ na-ada akọli ya ọnụ maka na eji ekwu ihe iji wee jụ maka ife ya emelili iji wee jụ n'oke oyi wee dị ọzọ dịka nwanne ya bụrụ I
want you people to know that we are delivering the messages, powerful ones. If we get your message from any of our forum, any of our WhatsApp group, we get it that is reasonable. You we will capture your message. Let it be gospel. Let it be the voice of angel. If we get it, we will make sure we register your voice as one of those who supported what we are doing. When Biafra come to 555 Vision, you come and reclaim your own message. You will say, this voice, I have been an anonymous, but this voice is me. That is how I supported this thing. And if you are not paying ESN, supporting this movement, this great movement Nnamdi Kanu has created, ask yourself one single question. The bone, if your father is still alive, the bone of your grandfather is more important than you who is still alive. If your father is no more alive, the bone of your own father is more important than you who is still alive, because that bone is your witness. That bone of your father is your witness. And let me tell you, from 555 Vision, it will be a shameful thing that the Fulanis came to capture the bone of your father, capture the bone of your grandfather, capture the bones of your ancestors, and begin to dwell on them. Obala send this message. Ndị nọ n'ala na-ewe iwe. The ancestors is angry over what Ohaneze ndị Igbo is doing. The ancestors is annoyed over what DOS, recruited e-warriors, is doing. The ancestors, because their bones is in danger. Let me tell you, the people that understand Bible, go to Abraham bosom. It is in the Bible. Go to Jacob. When Jacob was in Israel, was in Egypt, when he died, he told his children, take my bone back to where I come from. These are the ones Igbos can copy. But Igbos cannot protect the bones of their ancestors. That is why everywhere is scattering. Igbos are not protecting the bones of their ancestors. Whoever that is watching, copy here and send it to anywhere. Igbos, the reason everywhere is hot. Igbos are not taking serious over the bones of their ancestors. If your father is dead, you buried your father. The bone is there. The bone of your grandfather there. The bone of your great-grandfather is there. The bone until you trace it back to Eri. Until you trace it back to Ezebilago Kingdom. Until you trace it back to Amadioha. Until you trace it back to Abuisi. Until you trace it back to wherever we know that there is a land, a village called Umu Ajala. The people that came from the soil, Umu Ajala. Go to book of Genesis. They said, God created human being with sand. Umu Ajala is a village in Igbo land. Who gave them that name? This is a question I will leave here to end the message. We are 555 Vision. We don't stop because what we can say has finished. No, we stop because of time. We respect time. Maybe by this time tomorrow from 1 o'clock like that, maybe we will come online. No, from 2 o'clock. Maybe we will try to turn the notification button. We will deliver the message according to when we have time. Because our children must eat as well. If you support what we are doing through any means, support us too. We will deliver the message. But bear it in mind. If your father is still alive, your grandfather is dead. Your great-grandfather is dead. Fulanis has come to take over the grave of your father. Fulanis has come to take over the grave of your grandfather. Fulanis has come to take over the grave of your great-grandfather. Fulanis has come to take over the grave of your ancestors. And if this thing happens, Igbo people will become like the Gitanos. How many people know the history of Gitanos in Europe? There, you can find Gitanos in Italy, you can find it in Austria, you can find it in Spain, you can find it in Greece, you can find it anywhere in Europe. The one I'm sure of. The Gitanos are the people, the Atlantic Ocean covered their land. And they spread all over the world and they obtain citizenship. But the worst thing that will happen to Igbo man is for you to leave your own land, yeah, out of carelessness, and become a foreigner in another man's land. That will be the worst. That the Fulanis that came from Sahel will take over your own father's land. Take over the grave of your ancestors. Igbo, if this thing happen, Igbo race will be eliminated. Igbo people will begin to change their names to Haruna, to Musa, to Mustafa. They will begin to change their names. And as the generation come, generation goes. It happened in Iran. It happened in Turkey. Turkey was once a Christian country. The very first cathedral ever built in this world is built in Turkey. It is not in Rome. It is not in Rome. It is not in Vatican. The very first church during the time of Ottoman Empire, The very first church ever built in this world is built in Turkey because they were Christians. If you go to Egypt, in Alexandria, Egypt, they are black. They are Christians. Egypt has been a Christian country until Muslims take them over. The same thing is happening now right in front of you. Muslim ticket. Tinubu Shetima. And you know that Shetima is the Hefe, the chief of terrorists, which you know P2B cannot do anything to stand in front of Shetima because United Nations is supporting the terrorism happening in Nigeria. Whenever you people stop the attack on Simon Ekpa, whenever you people stop the attack on Madam Azoka, then we will be able to know how we have to vote for the declaration of Biafra. We are 555 vision. We don't work alone. But you who is watching and you who will watch later, Fulanis has come to take over the grave of your ancestors. And this will be the highest shame that can ever happen to humankind as Igbo race in this universe. I greet you all lovers of freedom. If you come here and if you have listened to us, write us comments. When we go up to your comment, we will remember the things we have forgotten. That is the benefit of it. Thank you. Man, this thing